We be live. Hello, Durud and Shalom. My name is Armin Navabi.
And I'm Ali Samani, and welcome back everyone to today, where we have some very important statements coming out of the Islamic Republic officials. The commander-in-chief of the IRGC, Ahmad Vahidi, has openly admitted to wanting a nuclear weapon and that he will never back down. So it looks like the negotiations on that front are going perfectly. In the Strait of Hormuz, the Islamic Republic still wants tolls, and they are not willing to give up on this statement, even though the Omanis are telling them that the US will never accept this. And so we're bound to go back to a dead end there soon. In Iraq, preparations are being made to address the militia problem. The prime minister is rearranging his generals in preparation for an all-out attack on the terrorist militias over the next month. And there are some fires happening in the Strait of Hormuz from some ships, along with more and more death threats to Donald Trump coming out of the Islamic Republic, state media, and the airlift, which just never seems to end. We are once again bringing more equipment, more missiles, more defense into the Middle East. And that, as long as that keeps happening, will always tell me we are going to strike and destroy the Islamic Republic once and for all. Let us begin with Vahidi, because this guy just made an outrageous statement about nuclear weapons, and it's got a lot of people surprised that he would come out and say this. So the IRGC commander Ahmad Vahidi, quote unquote, says, as long as the United States and Israel are equipped with nuclear weapons, we will continue working on them for our national security. If they disarm, we will also disarm. There we go. I think that's it, right, guys? We can just give the green light to Israel, give the green light to the U.S. Armed Forces, just go all in. I mean, what do you guys think?
Can I see the caption again? Can I see the caption?
Yeah. Do you want it in English or
first
Farsi?
of all, the caption is wrong.
It is?
IRGC Quds Force Commander?
Oh, that part?
He's
Yeah,
not-
he's the
Yeah.
commander-in-chief in waiting.
Yeah, the Quds Force Commander is Ghani, not Vahidi.
It's Ghani.
Can I see the original?
Of course.
Because maybe Farmande Kull Sepah. No, the Persian is correct.
The Farsi is correct.
The translation is wrong.
Yeah.
Where did it add the quotes from? There is no
I have
quotes
no
in
idea.
the original. The AI translation just decided to add quotes in, even though the Persian original didn't have that in there. It just added that. Okay, let's go
Just
back.
spawned in, yeah.
So, yeah, just spawned in quotes. She's like, let me just add quotes here. So, as long as the United States and Israel are equipped with nuclear weapons, we will continue working on them for our national security if they decide. Wait, is this real? Are you sure? Like, is there any other sources for this?
Yeah, there are other sources for this. Yep.
What the hell? That is pretty surprising.
I know. It's just, why would you come out and say that now of all times? If you just kept your mouth shut, maybe for another few weeks. But hey, Ahmad Vahidi, guys, he was already on the top of the list. He probably just got moved up a rank or two on that list. So that's great news. Plus, Rezai is now going to be the, what do you call it? The advisor and the head of the National Security Council. So we have Deedle D over here in this picture, and then we'll have Deedle Dum. We'll actually show you guys that guy as well.
Is it official?
It's not official yet. He hasn't been sworn in.
Oh.
But given that we got that news, so again, this is what he oh man, this is, oh, it's terrible. Guys, it's terrible. I hate looking at this. I mean, look at this. Look at this. This is what's worse, that one or this one? Maybe we should have a poll. We have the trash monster from Sesame Street, and then we have like this troll-looking guy.
Oh,
Anyway.
Ali, you shouldn't have said that. I now know what I'm gonna say if you lose the super chat race. I now know what you're gonna.
Oh no! Wait, hold up, guys. Wait, hold off on the super chats.
Oh, Ali
Hold off on the
doesn't
super
even have
chats.
his super chat goal set up. He forgot. But
We
guys,
gotta
if
put up
we
the
now,
goal.
I know what to make Ali say if he loses today.
No. Okay, here we go. Boom. Okay. Did you guys notice the new mic, by the way? Does it sound better or
Yeah.
worse?
Oh, it looks like my mic.
It is your mic.
Yes.
So the IRGC are slowly coming apart, but that's not the only thing. Yeah.
Oh, here's an important point. That Vahidi quote is from Channel 14 News, so not sure if it's legit. I am very skeptical about that being legit. And Channel 14 makes stuff up all the time, so we have to be careful.
Okay, let's get this. Let's get this from a better source than Channel 14.
Oh, somebody's saying it's legit. It's posted on Fox News. Okay. But is Fox's News' source Channel 14? Like, we have to know.
Yeah, that's
to look
important.
their
If it's
sources.
Channel 14, yeah.
I've seen so many, like, Channel 14 like makes things, try to like make hype things up, like, oh, this is happening, that is happening. Shana, why are you on Ali's side giving super chats on the other side? What, traitor?
I think he wants to see you have to say something or do something that you don't want to do.
Impossible.
So we have several statements coming out of the Islamic Republic. We have Pezeshkian coming out with some statements that has greatly reduced morale within the regime supporters. He's basically come out and started complaining a bunch, and people are asking, why was this interview ever aired? But before we get into that and some other sneaky little Islamic Republic officials that are coming back out and trying to grab some power here, let's go straight into the Strait of Hormuz. Well, we will check out the negotiations. So according to Reuters, the Islamic Republic is asking for a 7% fee on all commercial ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz. This 7% fee is 7% of the total value of that ship. Chinese and Russian vessels are, of course, exempt from this fee. And the Omanis, who the Islamic Republic is discussing this with, are saying, hey, man, 7% is too much. Let's go down to 3%. Even though the US has specifically said we want no tolls, no fees. So this is Reuters citing a high-ranking Iranian official. And that same Iranian official, apparently, the IRGC official, says, this deal will give us control over the ships of the Strait of Hormuz. It's the US is conceding this to us. The war that the Americans launched didn't get them anything. They still had to concede to us at the end. So that's still the rhetoric that's coming out of the Islamic Republic. And yeah, that's not looking so good. That's why I've been saying Trump isn't really putting a deal with the Islamic Republic of importance right now over the Strait of Hormuz. That's more so a signal to the Arab countries that, hey, if you guys don't give us what we want, we're going to strike the Islamic Republic. They're going to go all out and destroy all your infrastructure. So that's the boogeyman effect of the Islamic Republic there. And if we go down right here, straight off the coast, we actually see that there's a ship that's been burning for quite a while now. This ship right there has been burning for over 40 hours at this point, I believe, over 40 hours. And it's a VLCC, so it's actually it's a very large ship to be producing that sort of flare there. Yeah.
That's not possible for that. That's too big. What is that? An atomic bomb? I don't think that's a flare.
It's a VLCC. It's like, I think it's entirely on fire. Like the whole ship is on fire.
But that wouldn't. But like that is too big. That's like, what is it? Like an atomic bomb or something? Do you like that is a huge area? I don't think that's what's happening.
I mean, that is a couple million barrels of oil.
Don't think that's what that I don't think that's what would. I mean, if that is the case, like people would be witnessing something. This would be all over the news. People from Oman and the UAE and from the shores of Iran will be seeing something like end of times looking. If that is like something burning at that level, because that's a big area. That's not like a ship. That's like 10 atomic bombs at
Well,
the same time. If that
well, the
is
flare, the light from the fire is going to be bigger than the fire itself.
Okay.
Oh wait, I
I'm
got
just having a
something
hard
here.
time believing that. I'm having a hard time believing one ship would produce something that big, but maybe I'm wrong.
Wait, so is my audio too loud or is it too quiet?
No,
Ali is not too
no,
close
it's
to his
great.
mic like Armin always is, and is always too loud, just saying. Wait, so I am loud or I'm not? I don't know. Guys, let me know. Let me know if I'm too loud.
I think your idea is
Okay.
great. Maybe I'm wrong.
So, I want to give you guys a quick Russia update. For those of you who may not know, in the United States and in the West, we have a company called Amazon. And Amazon is the #1 e-commerce. People are saying you both sound fine, audio is fine. Okay, that's great. Thank you. I spent like half an hour testing it out. All right, so in Russia, we have a company called Wildberries. That's the equivalent of Amazon in Russia. And Wildberries is not doing too well because the Ukrainians have been targeting all Wildberry warehouses that they possibly can find. And I mean all of them. Wildberries, the Amazon equivalent, is now $16 billion down. It has incurred $16 billion in damages over the past few months. These warehouses are specifically targeted by the Russian drones, and they're not doing too hot. In fact, we have a direct report from Zelensky regarding how many Russian soldiers are dying. And in this 1 minute and a half, he tells us that in July, the month that just passed, 30,700 Russian troops were killed. Only 30,700 that were recorded, by the way. The Ukrainians have proof of that. That is an astonishing amount of death footage, in my opinion. It's insane. So this war is an incredibly bloody war. I'm not going to go into the horrors of it too much, but let's just say the sooner that war is ended, the better. And in Rome, Israel and Lebanon wrapped up their second day of negotiations, and they are set to continue on tomorrow. The funny part is, as soon as Israel and Lebanon stopped talking, the IDF went, boom, striking southern Lebanon, striking the Hezbollah positions, getting them out of their tunnels. And this was cited to be a necessary defense operation by the IDF, which is quite annoyed at the Lebanese delegation in Rome at the moment, where they are now speaking. Other than that, we can see Erdogan's up to his usual tactics of pretty much destroying his opposition directly. So this letter is in Turkish, but what it says is Erdogan has basically ordered X, owned by Elon Musk, to block the account of his presidential rival after having him arrested. So apparently, arresting his presidential rival wasn't enough. He's actually taking down all of his social media accounts as well. And you know why? X is actually complying with this because Turkish law compels X to do so, and the account originates in Turkey. Now, that is being fought over in court, but I'm pretty sure Erdogan is going to win this one. Just another example of tyranny in the country of Turkey. And that is, quite frankly, nothing new. So, let's take a look at the Middle East as a whole before we jump back into... Actually, no, let's give you guys the update on Iraq. So, actually, according to Iraqi media here, this is all in Arabic. actually see if I can translate this for you guys. Okay, perfect. So Prime Minister Al-Zaidi is making some big changes to his generals. I told you guys he's given the militias until September 30th to disarm. The militias already told him, F off, we're never disarming. And he's taking matters into his own hands here. A lot of his generals are corrupt, and so he's actually placing some people that he can trust into positions of power here, including the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, the National Security Service, the Counterterrorism Service, federal police, intelligence positions. All of them are getting changes in their top positions there. So we're going to see some things go down over the course of the month of August, in my opinion. September 30th is the deadline. Kataib, Hezbollah, and the PMF came out and said, we're never disarming. Never. In fact, if you, the Iraqi government, force us to disarm, we're coming right after you. We're going to destroy you. In my opinion, no one's going to wait until September 30th to start acting. They're going to act before that. Each side is going to try and get the element of surprise. And we've already seen multiple raids from both sides on each other over the past couple of weeks. Now, for those of you thinking that this is all over, let's take a look at the airlift here, and I'll speed this up even more, although this is 4 times speed. The airlift is still continuing, and this is from August 4th till today. Bunch of refueling tankers are going from America to Europe and from Europe to CENTCOM in the Middle East, bringing yet again more missile interceptors, in my opinion, along with some much other needed supplies. As long as this keeps happening, I'm going to keep on believing that Donald Trump eventually is going to make good on his threat, however long that may take. Saudi Arabia is the roadblock. Armin, for Saudi Arabia to be pushed and encouraged to go down the right path here, what do you think is required? Right now, they're completely complacent. They're going to sit back. They're going to let American soldiers die for them. They're not going to put any skin in the game because they don't have to. But what could make them?
What could make them is the United States, 2 things. The United States commitment to Prince Pahlavi and his team, and recognizing them officially and moving for supporting them in regime change and return of Pahlavi to Iran, so that Saudi Arabia sees that the plan is now regime change. 2, the complete removal of military support for Saudi Arabia by United States, so that they become motivated to get rid of the Islamic Republic, because everything is other than US bases. So everything in Saudi Arabia that is not a US asset will not be protected. Directly a US asset will not be protected. So Saudi assets and oil infrastructure is completely vulnerable to the Islamic Republic, and the only way to save the Islamic Republic energy infrastructure is to get rid of the Islamic Republic. So demonstrating that we're moving in and there's nothing you could do to stop it, we're moving in to change the regime, because we don't even need to say it. You could do that by recognizing Princess of Pahlavi and supporting the Iranian people and arming the Iranian people under the leadership of Princess of Pahlavi against the Islamic Republic. So Saudi sees like, okay, their push on Washington to hold back is not working. They're going all in. And not only that, we're not even going to ask Saudi Arabia to contribute. We're just going to not protect you. So it would be in Saudi interest to help out, get this done as fast as possible, so the Islamic Republic has less time damaging Saudi infrastructure. I'm not saying that will happen, by the way. I'm just saying this is how you do it.
This is how it would happen. Actually, right now, Donald Trump is delivering some remarks, White House Live, but it looks like it's mainly on no tax on tips. So I've only heard a couple of things. Him saying, I'd rather make a deal with Iran and Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon, to very normal statements for the watchers of this program. We'll see if he says anything important. I'm pretty pissed off at Saudi Arabia. I think they're a huge problem. They've been a huge problem, and now it's being brought into light here. 4 times is the amount of times that Mohammed bin Salman has called Donald Trump to call off strikes. Let's see if there's going to be a 5th time. I do think that Donald Trump is at the end of his patience here, but as to how much longer he has in terms of patience, that's a good question. So let's take a look here at Karg Island. One of the major targets by the United States on the Islamic Republic. This is where 90% of Iran's oil is refined, where it's then loaded onto ships and sold around the world. Here's why this is important right now. We told you guys 2 days ago and yesterday that the flaring, which indicates oil operations, has now been extinguished for 3 days in a row. So today would make it the 4th day. We also told you guys that they're right here, you won't be able to see this, but right here, ships wait to be able to load up on oil on this pier. Well, that's actually changed as well. So some big things have happened on Karg Island. We said this could have been a result of some sabotage, maybe some special forces. We don't really know. But all these ships that wait here are now gone. This has been a normal operation for these ships for months now. For them to suddenly disappear has been begging the question to a lot of people, including myself, is to why? There were 13 there yesterday. Sorry, 2 days ago, there were 13 there. Yesterday, which is when this satellite imagery was taken, so every 24 hours, none were there. We told you that Karg Island's operations have halted. I've yet to see people talk about this, but there's a lot that you can figure out from satellite imagery, just the NASA satellite imagery that you can see. So again, I'm going to attribute this to Jemima Shelley here, who actually works exclusively for UANI. All they do is track Iran's dark fleet and oil smuggling routes. So once again, I'm going to hats off to that person there. And going back to the map, we do have alligrams for you guys today, and we did get through the majority of the Middle Eastern news here. Before we go into the Islamic Republic, sorry, what was were you going to say something, Armin?
No, I was just saying nice alligrams.
We do have alligrams, and they're a bit confused, the Islamic Republic supporters. But before we get into that, I did win the Super Chat race, Armin.
Yeah, I know. Not only that, I'm only at 3. Like, people have completely abandoned. Only 3 people have given me super chats. So everybody has migrated to your side.
Well, oh my God!
Everybody. I have some people who are still supporting me. Thank you, guys.
Wait, that's hilarious. Wait, some people are just putting $1 super stickers so I could win. Wow, people really wanted you to lose that one.
Yeah, I know. And not even that. Not only that, I'm only at 3 while you're at 10, and you passed 10.
Guys, what happened?
I know.
Is everyone turning on Armin?
Yeah, I know. Everybody's turning.
My God.
Even that's the crazy. People who used to support me now are on the other side giving you super chats.
Oh, it's because of this. People didn't like Ali's punishment yesterday.
It was his idea. He came up with it.
My idea was to have a punishment. That was my idea.
No, you said we have to make each other say uncomfortable things. That's what you said.
I said we could. Yeah, that's one of the things. And that definitely was.
That's the first thing. It's Ali's idea. He's just trying to back. He's trying, like, now that he sees how bad it was, he's trying to like act like it wasn't his idea. I was just doing Ali's idea.
You guys believe what he did to me yesterday?
Oh wow! Look at this sympathy, trying to buy pity.
All right, Armin, it's time for your punishment. Are you ready?
Okay, bring it.
Okay. You're going to have to say that you're gonna have to bring your, what do you call it? Your goat. You're gonna have to bring your goat, and you're gonna have to say,
goats.
This is a cow, And you're also gonna have to say that this is a cow, and it is also called the Gulf of Arabia.
Hey, no, that's like illegal. That is not the red line for me. That's a red line for Iranians. That is not
Okay, we can
anti-me.
go
That's
for
anti-Iran. Yeah, change it. So
we can go for the goat. We can go for the goat being a cow. First of all, can you show them? Can you show them the cow?
goat.
Guys, is this a goat or is this a cow? We've been debating this forever. That's
This
clearly
is
a cow. Look at it. It's a hoof. It has horns.
Goats have horns, Eddie. Did you not know
Yeah,
that?
but
I
look at
thought
it.
you were a scientist. I thought you were a scientist.
I don't know,
Guys,
guys.
like,
Looks like a
okay,
cow to me.
even if this is a cow, Ali just said, look, this is a cow. It's not a goat because it has horns. So just saying that goats don't have horns. Ali, the scientist.
Female goats don't have horns. And female
you just
cows
said-
don't have either.
Well, who's okay? I don't know. Anyways,
Everyone's saying a cow.
you know, okay,
Guys,
you
I'm
know
a heart
what?
scientist, not a goat scientist.
Not a goat. You know what? I will say it and I will embrace it because my goat, if it gets confused for a cow, it will protect him from Islamic abuse, right? So it's good. It's good if more people think that my goat is a cow. So as a way to protect my baby goat, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So this obvious goat. What do you want me to say?
This is not a goat. This is actually a cow. I lied.
Okay, fine. This is not a goat. God damn it. This is a cow. I lied. Okay, there you go. Happy?
Oh yeah.
In fact,
I'm very happy.
In fact, he also converted to Islam just right now. Okay, there you go. A Muslim cow. No, wait.
Bonus.
Hindu cow. Anyways, now you're safe. Nobody's gonna harm you anymore.
Oh yeah. So there we go. What's the counter now? So I won today. So is it back to is it 3-3 or
3-2?
3-2?
I'm 2 years
3-2.
ahead.
Okay. There we go. Feels
The
nice.
highlight part was the painful part.
I'll get better and better at this, you know.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't lose today.
I know I would not give you what my weakness is. There's something that I hate doing, but I'm not going to tell you.
It's okay.
Beautiful.
I'll figure it out. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you remember how the internet was shut off in Iran for a while? Well, internet has been constricted once again, but not shut off. I'll show you guys this post. Wait, what happened? There it is. So this post monitors the internet activity inside of Iran, and what it's saying is that port 22, oh no, it's not detecting. Anyway, port 22 in Iran is now seeing some constrictions, and when this analysts did more investigation, they found out that the government is actually constricting the domestic internet to international port. So inside to outside is being prepped and ready to be shut off completely. They're prepping once again to shut off the internet in Iran. In addition to that, we will now go into the Islamic Republic where we can see some things behind the scene happening. And I think I want to show you guys this one first. Armin, can you tell us who Rouhani is? Why is he important?
Rouhani is the former president of the Islamic Republic. He's a so-called reformer. He's called the Purple Fox. He is one of the most cunning, deceiving, evil people that is hated by both the anti-regime people and pro-regime people. He is the leading figure among so-called reformists. which are the people within the Islamic Republic who are responsible for the Islamic Republic still continuing to exist. The problem with the reformers, the so-called reformers, are they are actually smart. They're politically savvy more than the jihadi parts of the Islamic Republic. I mean, they're all jihadi, but the more obviously jihadi parts of the Islamic Republic, and yeah, and they've been sidelined recently. They have been used by Ali Khamenei when he was alive as a pressure release valve to give the Iranian people and the foreigners, Westerners, false hope for the Islamic Republic's ability to reform. And they also have been used constantly as scapegoat for Ali Khamenei when he was alive, for him to blame everything that goes wrong in Iran on them. So that's the summary.
Gotcha. Oh my God! Wait, sorry. Whoa! Deborah just said, Target sells Armin's goat as Cloud Island Highland cow plush for $9.99. Well, I'm glad we cleared that up. That's great. That's great. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Anyway.
Okay, keep saying that. Keep saying that.
So
all that does is buy more protection for my goat against Islam.
So here's what happened today, Armin. Hassan Rouhani and members of his former administration just held a reunion meeting. They gathered today and to discuss the situation in the country, is what's being reported by Islamic Republic state media. So they had the media come in, check them all out. I mean, I think one looks worse than the other one here. Not sure what is happening to that guy. The guy on the left kind of reminds me of like a cartoon character. But anyway, this is a bit unusual, isn't it? For the media to come and pick this up and for Rouhani to want people to know he's meeting behind closed doors with his former administration. Is he trying to tell people that he's an option? Or is he trying to tell the United States that he's an option?
So they have been sidelined and they were in the background waiting for their time, and now it's their time. So they're making a comeback. And this is the time to shine because the Islamic Republic now needs to get into demonstrating that they can capitulate, and because the Islamic Republic, even the people in power, they understand that they cannot do maximum aggression forever, right? So they have the reformers in their back pocket, and when it comes to time to de-escalate and work with the international community to buy time for themselves to come back again harder in the future, they bring the reformers out of their back pocket and start using them. So the reformers, the so-called reformers, know that this is their purpose, this is their utility. So when there's maximum hate against them in the recent days, they went back they were sidelined, but they also understood that they have to be quiet because these people are considered to be Zionists by the Paidari camp, by the ideological pressure camp. So given the level of hate that existed against them, they had to remain quiet for some time. But they understand that people like Ghalibaf or people within the IRGC that understand that this level of tension is devastating them and is destroying their economy and they cannot continue this forever. They were just waiting for their time to come, and now their time has come, and now they're playing that card with them right now.
And that guy on the left there, the far left, wearing the turban, that's Rouhani, guys. Armin, isn't Rouhani one of the few people who can actually have the ability to pull together the Islamic Republic? He's a dangerous figure if given the opportunity, right?
Well, he's dangerous not because he could pull the Islamic Republic together, because he's one of the most hated people in Iran, because he's hated by the majority of Iranian people who are anti-regime, but he's also hated by the pro-regime people because of Ali Khamenei using these people as scapegoat to the point where pro-regime people see them as a source of all their problems and Zionist agents, right? So he is incapable of bringing everybody together because everybody is against him. But these are the people with networks, with the knowledge of how to do diplomacy, with the experience of how to do diplomacy, with the connections in the West, with a network of think tanks, content creators, politicians, especially within the progressive left, politicians in the United States. They have a series of networks and media personality and content creators and their connections to politicians and lobby groups that makes them very useful at moments like these. So they can't bring unity, but they can bring better, more sophisticated, more more nuanced, more deep, more a better way to talk to the Americans and a better way to deal with the Americans. They have years of experience, better than the jihad, better than the more obviously jihadi parts of the Islamic Republic. Guys, the simplify this is that when we have the Democrats and the Republicans, within the Democrats, the infiltration is by the reformers wing of the Islamic Republic. Within the Republicans, among their progressives, especially within the Republicans, the infiltration is the MEK.
So I thought to myself when I saw this is that Rouhani is trying to make himself known to Israel and the United States.
Pick me.
I can negotiate with you guys. It doesn't have to be Ghalibaf. There's other options. He also said a couple weird things. He said, if the war intensifies and expands, Imam Mahdi will appear sooner. Okay.
Wait, say that again?
He said, if this war intensifies and expands, Imam Mahdi will appear sooner.
Who said that?
Hassan Rouhani. These are
you sure?
Written statements apparently from him. And then he also said a couple other things. He said, in our society, there is sometimes a small minority that keeps making strange and unusual remarks. These people are not familiar with Islam nor the concept of Mahdiism. And then he called out some people that want the war to continue. So it seems a little weird.
Can you show me that statement? I don't. That would be backfire again. Why? Like, are you sure? Like, where can I see the source of that statement? He said, if the war continues, the Mahdi will return faster. Wouldn't that be a motivation to escalate?
Right.
I think there's some misunderstanding here, or else if that's actually what he said, then he's playing out appealing to the Paidari camp, but I don't believe, like, I have to see the actual statement.
Okay. So we have this post, this person who gathered this for us, these pictures, this saying that they met up again, and then he has his remarks.
Yeah, that's not a... Okay, that's it.
It's not an official source. This is the only thing I can get for this.
Yeah, okay, so do not quote that. This is Sasan. I don't know who he is, right? And that doesn't sound like Rouhani. I mean, he might have said it, but we have to wait for a better source. Yeah, Sasan. Who's Sasan with 11 likes? Like,
we have the Iran Watcher who's also said this.
Let me see. Read it. So
okay,
Rouhani
there we go.
Some.
There's our said some within.
Okay, so he didn't say it. Okay, he didn't say
there
it.
We go.
He's saying the Durka jihadi people are saying it. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, so this is this is more like something. See, guys, I know these people. I would like, why would Rouhani say that? That doesn't sound like Rouhani, right? So see, guys, does that not show you that I have PhD
expertise
on these? Yes, I was like, that does not sound like Rouhani at all. And now we see them more. Okay, so Rouhani says some within the regime believe war must be escalated to hasten the Mahdi's appearance. Yes, so Rouhani is not somebody who would say that we should escalate the war to get Mahdi's coming back. He would say, he would accuse other people of saying that. So okay, so guys,
that's why people hate him, right?
I mean,
is it?
People if I give you a list of the reason why people hate him, I will be here all night.
It sounds like a big reason as to why people would hate him is this. He's calling out all the people who want war to continue.
Yes, by the way, guys, they call him the purple fox. Yeah, he's calling out. Okay, so the reason, one of the gazillion people why people hate him on the from the jihadi side, is that he calls the jihadi side people radicals, tondro, and they're like, is it radical for us to defend Islam? Is it radical for us to defend our supreme leader? Is it radical for us to want revenge for the blood of our supreme leader? That is radical. If that's radical, then I'm radical.
Okay, so I was just keeping an eye on what Donald Trump's saying right now, live as we speak. Nothing new. He just said, we're talking, let's see what happens. To the victor belongs the spoils. We were going to hit them the hardest anyone's hit anyone since World War II. Then Iran called and asked to talk. They can't have nuclear weapons. Okay, so nothing new as of so far. So here's someone who, going back to the picture on the screen here, Armin, would you put this guy in the top 10 people who need to get eliminated? Or would you say maybe top
yes,
20?
for sure. Top five. But I'll give you my list. But can I appreciate the people that appreciated me? Like Kitty saying, good job, Armin, Iran expert analyst. And then
correct,
King Armin. Thank you, guys. What was and then we had Armin is right again. Well, thank you. And
true.
Then the salt queen, the queen of all salts, saying Armin is their advisor. Yes, that's true. Wow. They come to my Persian channel and they get that from me. But yes, so Ali, great question. My list, and guys, and fine stars, let me know if you agree with my list, by the way. And Ali, you also tell me if you agree with my list. My number, first of all, my first list is everyone. That's my first. Okay, so like, Armin, what is your list of the people within the Islamic Republic that need to be taken out? My list is everyone. Okay. However, if I'm limited to 6 people only, this would be the 6. Okay. Number 1, Ghalibaf. Number 2, Araghchi. Number 3, Rouhani. Number 4, Javad Zarif. Number 5, Khatami. And number 6, Pezeshkian. That would be my list. The top 6.
Oh, why Araghchi second?
Well, Araghchi, because he's like the main public negotiator. Like the Americans might take him seriously as a replacement for Ghalibaf, given that he's in the media and the main. He's good at English. He's probably the one that they're talking to him more directly. Ghalibaf doesn't speak English. Araghchi is probably a more seasoned negotiator than Ghalibaf. I mean, guys, I know he's a puppet, but doesn't have any power himself. But given that he's been in the eye and the person that is a more seasoned English-speaking negotiators, they might turn him from a nobody to a somebody.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes. So
yeah, it's interesting.
By the way, notice how I didn't have Ejei, Vahidi, Radon in my list, is because I think if you take out these 6 people, you're probably going to get to everybody else a lot easier.
Yeah, those people can't do anything. Okay, so why Pezeshkian 6th? Why not like Hossein Taib instead?
Because Pezeshkian, again, I'm looking at it from the American public perspective. He's the president, right? Even though we Iranians know that he doesn't have any say, he could still, the people who have a say can use him and would use him as the person that is representing the Islamic Republic to talk to.
But if you were to give your Iranian perspective, would you say your list is the same or would you replace anyone?
Yeah, no, because it would be the same, because I want to remove any ability from anybody from the Islamic Republic to negotiate with the Americans, right? So even from an Iranian perspective, I would be like, this would be my list, so that there's no more negotiations, right? But um, but if I'm talking about people that we want to, I mean, people who are key from the Islamic Republic that we want removed, eventually, like it would be obviously Vahidi, Zolgar, Abdullahi, Najat, Radan, Musavi, and Ejei.
Okay. Yeah, I would,
And
I completely agree with Ghalibaf first. I would say, Ghalibaf, then Mujtaba. I would say Mujtaba because of the regime supporters on the street. It would throw them into chaos pretty fast. Oh man.
I wouldn't touch Mushtaba for now, because I like a supreme leader that can't show his face. It's really dividing, because if you kill Mushtaba, then they're going to get another supreme leader that can show his face. Let them have a supreme leader that can't show his face for them, if he's not dead.
It's hard not picking all of them.
Yeah, I know. That's why my first choice is everybody.
It's hard giving them an order too. But yeah, Ghalibaf undisputed number one. I don't know. I would still say, yeah, Ghalibaf, Mujtaba, Khamenei. I would say Taib, maybe Jafari, Rouhani, Khatami.
Ooh, Jafari. Yes, good list. Good list.
I put those people.
Yes. The
hard,
people
though.
that I would, if I had to, if the people that would be the last would be the ideological pressure jihadi Durka camp. Those people are working in our favor. So
Yeah.
if we're not going for all, preferably go for all. But if we're not going for all, then the people I would say don't touch right now is Sabati, Rasai, Nabavian, Raifipur, Jalili. For now, don't touch these people. For now,
Yeah.
they're helping
I agree.
us. Yes, exactly. See,
Perfect.
Okay.
So with that, guys, should we listen to what the president of the Islamic Republic just said today? He sounds so defeated, so upset, so demoralized. People in the Islamic Republic, and I'll show you the alligrams of what the IRGC supporters are saying. They're like, that mood is rubbing off on us now. We're getting upset and demoralized from Position's interview. So let me put this.
While you bring that up, can I answer Steve? Steve, who doesn't
Yep.
like me, but I'll still answer his question. Steve saying, how isn't Pezeshkian helping us? Pezeshkian is the president, and among Westerners, that title itself is significant, even though he doesn't have any power. The title is significant, so the Islamic Republic can use him to capitulate, making the Western population think that something significant has happened. He's a very effective puppet. He's a puppet, but he's a very effective puppet that you could make him to say stuff for the Islamic Republic that sounds significant to the Western voters, because it's coming from the president.
And Steve does say he likes you. And yeah, Feinstrass, I had to put a pause right there. This is the beginning of the video.
ولی خب ادامه پیدا کرد. رهبر جدید عزیز ما دوباره انتخاب شد. امکان ارتباط با ایشون الان خیلی سخته، ولی به هر حال بودنش نقطه قوت بسیار بالایی است برای ما.
I have the script pulled up basically, so I'll just tell you. I know Armin really wants to listen to this, but actually at the same time you don't want to listen to this. He says, communicating with Mujtaba Khamenei is very difficult now, but his presence is a significant source of strength for us, allowing us to maintain the process. In the events they initiated, regarding the message he gave stating that he was fundamentally opposed. So Pezeshkian's talking about how we started the negotiations, and Mujtaba Khamenei said, actually, I had a different opinion, but hey, Pezeshkian wanted us to negotiate. So he's talking about that. And then he says, during these negotiations that started, a group of people seeking division tried to reopen a rift to pursue their own agendas and constantly made this issue bigger than it needs to be. So he's calling out these people and he's very frustrated that look at him. I mean, look at this part again. He's like, I'm the most loyal supporter of the supreme leader and people are attacking me. I don't get it. I actually want to see what he says exactly in that clip right there in Farsi. Let's see.
13 رأی آورد. به ایشون هم پذیرفت. این به عنوان اینکه یک در حقیقت نظر کارشناسی رو پذیرفته و با نظر کارشناسی تصمیم گرفته، تبدیل شد به یک بهانه‌ای دست یه عده آدم‌ها که شکاف ایجاد کنن و بعد حرفایی رو بزنن که منصفانه نبود، صادقانه نبود.
Look at him. He's just complaining. He's just complaining that people are sowing division. So this is exactly why people are asking why this was actually aired and why it was allowed to be shown. Okay, gotcha. There's that part, and then there's actually another part of this as well. This is the best part, Armin. You're gonna have to listen to this one. So by the way, guys, he goes on to complain and complain for minutes, but this part is the best part.
بحثایی که از حقوق بشر و آزادی‌ها و چیزایی میگن تو ذهن من قوی نبود، ولی دیگه همش فرو ریخته است.
I'm trying to find the part where he says,
به چه دلیل رهبر ما رو شهید کردن؟ به چه جرمی فرماندهان ما رو، به چه جرمی دانشمندان ما رو شهید کردن؟ و بعد بچه‌های ما رو هر چقدر فکر میکنم هیچ منطقی در این نمیبینم. چرا؟
What؟
اینا با هر نمادی که برای توانمندی و ایستایی
Wait, pause it. Let me translate this. Holy crap. Okay. So guys, I kid you not. I kid you not. He's saying that this idea of human rights that these Western countries talk about. You know, I didn't used to believe in them.
Wait, can you bring your mic closer a little bit?
Wait, you guys cannot hear me?
No, it was just sounding a little bit farther away.
Okay. Is that better?
Yeah, perfect.
All right. So he's saying, like, you know, these other countries, they talk about human rights, but now I know that was just a show. I mean, I knew that before, but now I'm certain that these countries that talk about human rights it means nothing at all. Because for what crime did our supreme leader commit that they killed him? What crime did they commit? For what reason would you kill our supreme leader? What crime did our military commanders commit that you had to kill them? I think about this all the time, and I cannot wrap my head around it. That for what reason would you kill our supreme leader? What crime did he commit?
Was there anyone?
He says this right after the massacre of January.
Was there anyone more loyal to Ali Khamenei than Pezeshkian?
I honestly think he had a crush on Ali Khamenei, the way he talked about it.
Yeah, I think he was in love.
Zobedar Velayat. You know what he called himself? Zobedar Velayat. You know what Zobedar Velayat means? That he considers himself that to be melted in the supreme leader. Like his entire identity has melted into the supreme leader.
That's disgusting.
So, like, in the supreme leadership.
Gotcha. Anyway,
kind of gay.
So him saying this is actually going to lead into our Alligram section here, because people are just left and right. I can't tell you how many hundreds of messages I've read from the IRGC supporters in their discussion group saying, what in the world is Pezeshkian saying? Why was this allowed to be aired? What is going on? I don't get it. And so that brings us to our allogram section. So I go into the IRGC political discussion groups. I grab messages that are indicative of what the regime supporters in Iran think right now about the current events. And then I show them to you guys. So our first one is by someone named Amir responding to Gholam Reza. Amir saying, in response to someone else who was saying, where are they supposed to negotiate? No war lasts forever. You always end it with a negotiation. Amir saying, this is not a negotiation. Don't surrender to that path of talking. Ghalibaf and Arakchi gave everything to the Americans to stay and hold power. It's not a negotiation. We don't have any leverage. We're just giving in to the Americans so that a couple people in the Islamic Republic can hold on to power. I'll put this back in Farsi for you guys. Armin, do you want to quickly read that? The end part translation is a bit off.
این مذاکره نیست، تسلیمه. خودتون رو به اون راه نزن. غالیبا فراقچی واسه موندن خودشون همه چی رو دادن رفت. So guys, this is somebody who is anti-American, anti-Israeli, pro-Islamic government's jihadi-minded person. And he's saying this. He's saying this is not a negotiation. This is a surrender. Basically saying that they're surrendering us. Don't fool yourself. This is not negotiation. This is surrender. Ghalibaf and Arakchi have given up everything for the sake of their own survival. So basically, he's calling Ghalibaf and Arakchi sellouts who basically gave up everything to the Americans for their own survival. And they're surrendering. They're not negotiating, they're surrendering. Yeah. I wonder if these people watch our show. That's our language.
Yeah, and I see this so much now. This is a very, very common message. I think you can go like every 20 to 30 messages, you'll see something like this. But the next one is about Pezeshkian and what he just said. Guys, remember, we just showed you 2 clips of that interview. We didn't want to bore you about him just going on and on, but these people did watch his interview. And Armin, I'm not going to translate this one. I actually want you to read this because I know you're going to enjoy it.
Okay, so before I read it, I just want to say, like, the most important part of the interview, the Pezeshkian video was longer than that, right? But the most important part was when he came out and said, "How could you blame me, you idiots?" Well, he didn't say it like this, but he meant it, okay? He says, like, guys, do you really think I could have done anything without the approval of the supreme leader? Like, everything. He's like, guys, in the national, like, when it comes to the MOU, it wasn't me. Everybody in the National Security Council, except one person, which was Jalili, voted for this. Do you think I'm just the president? Do you think I could do anything without the blessing of the supreme leader? Like, are you guys like, why are you blaming me? I'm like, of course I wouldn't do anything with the supreme leader's approval. So that was the most important part of that video. So now let's see what they're saying here.
Let's see.
شما باور ندارید که رفتار و گفتار رئیس جمهور بازی در زمینه دشمنه؟ علامت سوال. So he's saying, do you guys not believe that the actions and the words of the president is in the advantage of our enemies? Like, he's helping our enemies with what he's saying. He's playing
President of the Islamic Republic, by the way.
Yeah. So these people are saying the president of the Islamic Republic is playing on the other side, the other side's team. He's playing against us, in the favor of Americans and Israelis against us. Like, don't you believe that? Like, can't you see what he's saying is helping the enemy? It's like, other than signaling that we are weak and unable, what positive points did he make in his words? Like, if you just listen to Pezeshkian, all he's signaling to our enemies is that the Islamic Republic is weak and unable. منم خودم بذارم جای دشمن وقتی این حرفا رو بزنه امیدوارتر میشم. Like, if I was in the position of our enemies, if I heard Pezeshkian, this would give me hope. Like what Pezeshkian is saying is giving our enemies hope. آیا جواب تهدیدهای ترامپ دادن که اصلا هستن یا نه چی؟ یه لحظه. آیا جواب تهدیدهای ترامپ دادن که ما دلمون خوش باشه که اصلا هستن یا نه؟ اوکی. جواب تهدیدهای ترامپ رو دادن که اوکی. آیا جواب تهدیدهای ترامپ رو دادن که ما دلمون خوش باشه که اصلا هستن یا نه؟ اوکی. So now I get it. He's saying like, have these people responded to the threats of President Trump? So at least we get some assurances that they at least exist. Like he's saying that Trump is threatening them, and these mother tuckers are not even responding to Trump's threats. So at least we get some assurances that these people at least exist, right?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, sorry.
Go. نه سیاسی هستن نه اهل فهم. Okay, so they don't understand anything. وگرنه این حرفشون میشد خیلی وقت جلوتر متوجه شد وقتی که قضیه رو با خواهی یکسان کردن. وگرنه این حرفشون میشد خیلی وقت جلوتر متوجه شد وقتی که yeah, so he's basically saying you could have told all of this earlier when they destroyed Gaza. So he's saying like we could have told these people are like not helpful even much earlier, basically.
Yeah. So they're clowning on the president, but in most of the regime supporters are kind of wondering why Pezeshkian is so down, although they know the truth. Everyone knows the truth at this point. So, and our next one is this one. And I wanted to show you guys the original message first. So this is a regime supporter who is quite unhappy at his internal politics. This guy's saying the nation, so Iran, the Islamic Republic, is stuck between you idiots. On one side, dirty Israel and dirty America. The other side, a handful of you who have become divisive commentators. So you guys are fueling this division, and we're stuck in between you idiots, between you divisive and disruptive people and the Americans and Israelis. This is what's happening. And this person responds to that, says, the one who is talking like this, like you, is spreading discord. And it's the media's fault, not us, the people. Everyone from that Kharazi guy and the Jalili gang to the Pezeshkian themselves who come to answer this scale is reinforcing bipolarity. So this is more debate about Pezeshkian's interview. I'll put this back in Farsi here. So this guy's calling him a fool, saying, Oskol, you are fueling division by simply talking about it, by pushing all this stuff. And all of you people, just like Kharazi, who came out, he's the brother-in-law of Mujtaba and stuff like that, coming out and saying all these things. You guys are all fueling division. Stop talking like this. It's not good. It's not helping us. So more of these regime supporters are realizing that when we show you guys clips on the Islamic Republic state media, and Armin tells you what they're doing, we tell you that these clips are put there on purpose to have some groups gain power and some lose them. That is division at the end of the day. This guy's calling that out. And there's nothing he can do about it. So it's going to keep on happening, which is great. And we have our next one from Khosrow. Khosrow is saying, instead of these meetings, which have no tangible results, which is the head of the judiciary, Ejei, met with some Ayatollah, and they're like discussing on how to, execute the Iranian people, which these supporters are fine with, by the way. He's saying, instead of these meetings, they have no tangible results, okay? Just dismiss the corrupt judges and deal severe punishment to the corrupt. Any judge who has favoritism, put severe punishment on that guy. Because everything that the judges and the judiciary are doing is the main cause of dissatisfaction among the people of Islamic Iran. This is a regime supporter who's blaming the judiciary branch for favoritism and corruption, which he's completely right, by the way. In fact, my grandpa on my mom's side was directly persecuted and had his livelihood completely destroyed by the judiciary branch in the Islamic Republic. So AJE, the guy before AJE, who's been murdering all the Iranian people, that guy destroyed my grandfather's business in Iran completely through corruption and favoritism. So yeah, this is a pretty common thing. Most people are affected by it. And I'm just glad to see more fingers being pointed to branches of the government that we previously weren't seeing as many fingers pointed to. It's not looking so good for them. There's a lot of internal division. We have our next one here. This one is saying, blaming the news for not giving good informed sources and anything, just saying they don't give the nation the news of this revolution. They just deny it without any source. Sir, aren't they the servants of the nation and the system? Isn't the media the servants of the system? So let them state their position against, these are talking about the officials and blaming the news. When they say, aren't they the servants of the nation and the system, they're talking about people like Ghalibaf, Pezeshkian, the officials. And he's saying to the state media, go talk to them and let these officials like Ghalibaf state their position against Trump in an official statement. Armin, it's kind of true, isn't it? We don't really see Ghalibaf and Arakchi and Pezeshkian, these people coming out and directly refuting Trump's claims anymore, do we? We used to see that more. We don't see that anymore. And this guy's asking, what is going on? Why aren't our officials directly refuting the quote-unquote yellow dog in official statements anymore?
Because every time the answer is because every time they did that, after a while, it was realized that Trump was telling the truth and they were lying. So they have no credibility anymore. In Iran, they have no credibility anymore.
Yeah, that's a huge point I see in the discussion group for the Islamic Republic supporters as well. A big one. They're actually losing hope in the regime supporters' ability to fight back verbally. Then we have our last one. This one's talking about economic situations, so importing and exporting. And I actually have something, I have a theory on the United Arab Emirates recently, and I'll tell you guys that too. So this guy is blaming a Western-leaning Chamber of Commerce people, so the officials who are corrupt and they like to deal with other countries like the United Arab Emirates and etc. He's blaming them. And he's saying that anyone who opposes this corrupt gang is singled out by the media, is singled out online, and then they get beaten up. Like Jalili and Sabiti. I want to ask you, is Jalili and Sabiti, although we know the answer to this, are people like the Paidaris, and the Paidaris people, the regime supporters on the ground, the super Durkas, who you can't change their mind, that 5 to 10% that the Islamic Republic needs, they listen to Jalili and they listen to Sabiti. This guy's saying people like that are very noble and they oppose all this crime and corruption, etc. They pay the price to oppose it. Armin, how true is this statement?
As in, do they pay the price?
Yeah, are they actually opposed? Or are they false opposition? And do they pay any sort of price to be this fake opposition here?
Let me see. اینا اکثرا همون باند غربگرای اتاق بازیگرانی هستن که پول دارن، روزنامه دارن، سلبریتی مزدورن. هر کی با این باند فاسد مخالفت کند به رسانه‌های سایبری ها و سلبریتی هاشون میگن بکوبیدش، مثل جلیلی ثابتی امثالی که. So he's basically crying victim, right? Or like, oh, our favorite people who are actually have principles are being attacked. They're being attacked on social media and on media. everybody who truly stands for Islam, anybody who truly stands for the supreme leader, anybody who truly stands for the ideals of the Islamic revolution, then the people, they pay to attack them. The celebrities and the media will come after them. People like Jalili Sabiti. I mean, he's kind of correct. Ghalibaf has been taking my advice, all the advice that all the pointers that I've been giving him. I told him to use the media to threaten these people, to humiliate these people. Humiliation is very important, to embarrass these people. So I think there's a lot of Ghalibaf money and other people money who want to like save the Islamic Republic from maximum escalation. There's a lot of money being spent on reducing the credibility of anybody who stands in Ghalibaf's way. So I see what he's saying, but I don't know, Crimea River, I guess.
Yeah. It's just false opposition, guys. This is not real. Everyone in the Islamic Republic, you either have false opposition or the Islamic Republic, and they're pretty much the same thing. So that concludes the Alligram section. And we wanted to show you, I'll give you guys my theory on the United Arab Emirates. So the United Arab Emirates, in my opinion, I should go back to the map here, show you guys where all this is happening. I was wondering why the UAE hasn't been hit for a while now, and I went digging about it. It seems like a lot of people in the UAE, and even amongst the regime supporters and etc., are claiming that there are ties between the two countries economically right now. What's essentially happening is that oil tankers will go load up oil on Karg Island, supposedly, travel down to the United Arab Emirates here, where they will conduct ship-to-ship transfers of oil from IRGC tankers to United Arab Emirate tankers, which will then take the southern route and not be fired upon and get out of the blockade. That is generally the consensus as to what I could find is happening. One reason as to why the UAE isn't being targeted. The ship-to-ship transfers are being happened. I can confirm that from satellite imagery. And it would make a lot of sense why the US would let those ships through, even though they see that happening. The price of oil can be kept down in that way because ships are still being hit. So let's take a look at what's happening with the Islamic Republic's foreign policy in the Strait of Hormuz. So Behnam Ben Talabu made this post today, a few hours ago, and he's quoting Fars News. This article is coming out of Iran at the moment. And the foreign ministry spokesperson, Baghai. This is Iranian Foreign Policy 101. Make a deal, then retain a workaround. So the quote-unquote what's happening here is the understanding between Iran and Oman, in and of itself, here's the best part, cannot be taken to mean that the strait is now safe for transiting vessels because of America, because of their blockade, because of their aggressiveness. What's happening here, according to Baghai, the foreign ministry spokesperson, is that even if the Islamic Republic makes this agreement regarding the Strait of Hormuz right now, even if we make it, we can't guarantee safety of ships. We might still hit them. We don't know. As long as the Americans conduct their blockade, we might still keep hitting ships. You know why that's so stupid? Other than the fact that, of course, that makes the meaning of the negotiations completely worthless. It's stupid because even when the blockade was lifted, they still hit ships. So it doesn't matter if the Americans conduct a blockade or not.
You know what?
Don't worry.
Do it. I mean, I hope nobody gets hurt, but do it. Like, why not? Like, please stop this whole ceasefire negotiation thing. Like, go at it.
But don't worry, guys. We're close. A deal is going to happen. The US is going to back off. I'm sorry. The fundamentals of these problems have not been able to be solved after months. Armin, we haven't even gotten to nuclear. What happened to nuclear? We're stuck in the Strait of Hormuz.
Yes. Even, Ali, even if we manage to get a deal, with the Islamic Republic over the Strait of Hormuz. And even if we cross our fingers so hard that the crossing of our fingers will make them never violate that deal, that beautiful deal that they just signed. Even if we get to that point, we are now at the beginning phase of starting to talk about what this whole thing, all of this war was apparently about, which is the nuclear enrichment stuff. So good luck with that.
Right. So we're technically back where we started like 4 or 5 months ago and the start of the ceasefire. Got it. Got it. It's great.
Yes. How about this, Ali? How about this? How about we just fix this? How about we fix the problem of the Strait of Hormuz, the problem with the enrichment of uranium, the problem with the Houthis, the Hashd al-Shabi, Hezbollah, Hamas, Kataeb, Zainabiyun, Fatimiyun. How do we instead of trying to put out fires one after each other, separate from each other, how about is there a way to just fix all of them at the same time in one go?
I think if we go after the root of the problem, I think. I mean, what's the root of the problem here?
Is there a similar root to all of this that you could just really?
There's a common denominator here. I think it's the Islamic Republic.
Okay. You're telling me that instead of cutting the branches, if I just go for the roots, the branches won't grow anymore? Is that how it works?
According to my scientific know-how, yes.
Yes? Okay. So, I don't know, there was a wise man once said, I don't know who that person was, Eddie, that this is a tumor, and sometimes you just have to get rid of the tumor. I don't know who that person was, but I think we should do that. Instead of letting it spread all over your body, you should just take the tumor out before it's too late.
Correct. There's two approaches to that removal of cancer. There's chemotherapy and there's surgical removal. And I think right now, Trump is very much opting for the surgical removal, although that surgery is turning out to be very difficult. Chemotherapy, ladies and gentlemen, would be indiscriminate warfare against the Islamic Republic, which would see a lot of casualties in the civilians, be knocking out all the infrastructure. That's chemotherapy here. That's how you remove that tumor. So that's what Trump is trying to not do. He's still trying to do the surgical, let's make a deal, let's weaken them bit by bit. And that has worked to a large extent, but it hasn't finished the job so far. This troop buildup, by the way, the US and Israel aren't the only ones doing a troop buildup. The Islamic Republic is also doing a troop buildup here. But this troop buildup by the United States should be the final line of surgeries, the surgical expertise that Donald Trump is trying to conduct here. It should take out the last remaining goody two-shoes of the Islamic Republic, the so-called moderates, and the people who know how to run the country, and allow the people to finally rise up. That is my hope in this surgical removal. If that doesn't work, Donald Trump may resort to chemotherapy, which is all-out warfare, destroy the bridges, destroy the power plants, put the country into darkness, kill all the IRGC in any way that you see fit, and civilians will most undoubtedly die. Go after the root. When I told you guys that wasn't the only troop buildup, the Islamic Republic reported on this yesterday, but it once again is putting more troops into this area. So about 3,000 troops and tanks and artillery and drones are building up on the Iran-Iraq border in one of the locations here, which is very close to Suleimania and Erbil, two cities that the Islamic Republic has been bombarding for months. These are the Kurdish separatists. This is Iraqi Kurdistan. It looks like the Islamic Republic is getting ready for an invasion by the Kurds, the Kurdish separatists. Here's why this is significant. We heard from way back when that the Kurds got weapons, quote unquote. So the Kurdish separatists got weapons. Apparently, the IRGC took that very seriously. Very seriously. They've been bombarding the Kurdish separatists for 4 months straight. Now that the Americans are pulling out of Erbil, they're taking their Patriot defense systems, they're taking their troops, they're pulling out of northern Iraq, and they're putting them into Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and other countries in the Middle East. They're just regrouping. You know, you're moving around your assets. The IRGC believes that the Kurdish separatists, instead of now just sitting there with no air defense, because the Patriots are gone, you know, they're going to make an attack. They're going to invade Iran. They're going to take a portion of it, and they're going to call it Kurdistan. So IRGC are now pouring troops into the region in preparation for this all-out attack by the Kurds, which I do think is pretty likely. It doesn't make sense for them to sit back and just start eating rockets and missiles now, especially now that they will be unprotected and U.S. troops will be out of northern Iraq. And the IRGC know that, so they're getting prepped for it. Good luck to both sides. Hope they wipe each other out.
Yep. 100% agree.
So we showed you guys the airlift. It's continuing again. We're showing you guys the troop buildups. We're showing you guys that Karg Island has some major issues now. We're going to put some real pressure on the Islamic Republic. We showed you that ships are still getting hit. Oh, and in fact, I forgot to show this to you guys. Another ship was hit today right here. So this is where the Bab el-Mandeb is, where the Houthis are acting. Another ship got hit here. Got hit by a ballistic missile, and it had to turn around, and it's leaking oil and all of that. So it's a Dominican-flagged oil tanker, and it's owned by Saudi Arabia's Bakri Navigation Company. So, show you guys this. This ship came from Fujairah, which is the United Arab Emirates oil refining facility, and was attempting to go to Djibouti. So it's actually going from Fujairah to Djibouti, and it was hit by the Houthis.
Wait, where is this ship from?
Sorry?
Did you know that Houthis are allowing Chinese ships to go through?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, sorry. This flag, the flag on the ship is Dominican. It's owned by a Saudi company and managed by a Yemeni company. So this is how complicated oil tankers in this region get, because they don't want to get hit by the wrong person. So they try to have allegiances on every side. But it seems like Djibouti won't be getting its oil shipment there. And the oil tanker has been turned around. Unfortunate. Again, these oil tankers, if they're carrying a lot of oil, they're pretty slow moving on the water, pretty easy to hit, which is why recently we've been telling you that the ships in the Strait of Hormuz are smaller. They carry hundreds of thousands of barrels instead of millions, and they're able to move pretty fast along here and dodge the Shahed drones. We actually saw one get targeted and the drone missed. So that's what's been happening there. And then we also showed you guys the internal divisions in the Islamic Republic. So, perfect. One last part. They have not stopped issuing death threats to Donald Trump. In fact, they're taking it one step further. I didn't know that was even possible. The Islamic Republic state media broadcasters are now resorting to practicing for Donald Trump's death. They are practicing in the event that Donald Trump gets assassinated, and they will rehearse this for us.
Practicing the announcement, right? Practicing the announcement, guys. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
خبر مسرت بخش به قول شما برای همه آزادی خواهان عالم رو شما بگید.
من خدمت هموطنانم عرض میکنم که ساعتی پیش به من گفتند که امتداد خط پستی به نقطه پایان رسید. حالا سرخطی دوباره باید نگاشته شود و با تأسیس و با الگوگیری از کسی که نقطه پایانی نهاد است.
Yeah, anyway, this guy's just going to talk and yap and say Donald Trump has been killed. We've achieved a victory, yada, yada.
So they're acting like they're practicing the announcement of Trump's death, but what they're doing is coping. They're basically are trying to, let's say, guys, let's play make-believe. Let's just imagine, I'm just going to announce his death, that we killed him or whatever, and we could just enjoy us imagining that has happened. It's so cringe, so pathetic. They keep doing that, by the way. Guys, I showed you some videos that they were doing that for, practicing the announcement of the fall of Israel, practicing the announcement of the destruction of the White House. They go on TV and different people come and they give their, they go into the streets. I showed you the video, right? They go into the streets, they interview people practicing their news anchor voice to announce the destruction of the White House, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, manifesting. They're manifesting. They're trying to manifest this.
Yeah. And that reminds me of the state media clip from the Islamic Republic announcing Ali Khamenei's death. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, it's a little bit hard to find, apparently. Anyway, we can go into the super chats here. I think you all remember that statement on your own. And our first super chat is from Caroline Reed, saying, I was right. A high-level U.S. government official leaked crucial military plans to Iran and faces calls to be imprisoned, was a go-ahead and then stopped. While I don't doubt that the leak happened, I don't think that's the reason why the strikes were called off. What do you think?
Yeah. I don't think that was the reason.
Politically,
yes.
It's not a bad idea to let these leaks happen because you know exactly who in your administration is not trustworthy. Turns out it is the generals, usually. The last two were. Last three were.
I think, guys, I mean, the leak said that the big plan was about to happen. I mean, didn't we already know that? So the leak was giving out the information of something that we already said on this YouTube channel. That was the leak. The Islamic Republic was already expecting a big attack, and they were publicly getting ready for a big attack. So how could a leak be? And why would a leak stop the attack? Why would a leak stop the attack? Because it's not like the Islamic Republic was not doing something that now they're all of a sudden doing to stop the attack, right? The Islamic Republic was basically holding back in defending itself, and then they got a leak, and now they ended up doing something that will stop the Americans. So I don't know. I don't buy it. What could I have done?
We don't know. Yeah. But Caroline, you're right. That did happen.
I mean, everything is possible. Everything is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
oh, yes. Casey Pierce says, I think the answer to my question was yes, Armin. Also, that reminds me of something.
So the question was, did the donkey that Muhammad flew on heaven on top of that donkey had the face of a woman so that Muhammad could do, I don't know, I'm not going to say it here. But okay, so you're answering your own question. So you're saying yes. Okay, I see.
I had someone in my discussion group last night who wanted me to ask you a question. And okay. I told them to send me a message on school, but they haven't yet. So I'll ask them the next time. But I think it was Casey Pierce. So if you're here, let me know what the question was. I'll remember it. Okay. And thank you for that. And our next one is from Shauna. And thank you for the super chat, Shauna, who says, don't insult trolls like that. They're much cuter. When I was calling that official next to Rouhani a troll. Yeah. These guys have very non-Iranian. Just nothing. There's nothing Iranian about them. Oh, trolls might be
trolls
cuter.
cute, but the troll. What do actual trolls look like?
Depends on who you ask. Depends on which book or illustration you're reading.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Thank you, Shauna. And our next one is from Nollybug. Thank you for the super chat. What do you guys think about this theory Tusi mentioned on his show this morning regarding boom booms weren't real this past weekend, and they made it up to see who would leak their plans to the Islamic Republic? Yeah, makes total sense. I mean, it's a great political move. It's a strategic move. When Donald Trump himself comes out and says, we're going to hit them super hard, and then someone comes out and leaks some plans about it, you know, it's like, it's not too surprising that that leak happened. The administration finds out who it was. They find who's connected to that person. They secure up their channels a bit more. But just like February 28th, these people existed back then, and no one knew that February 28th was going to happen. If they want something to happen, they're never going to have it leaked.
I hope that's not true though, because that would be like really ridiculous to do all of that operation, get CENTCOM ready, not actually planning to do an attack, waste the time of Israelis, getting them ready to deploy, which is a huge strain on their readiness. If you keep getting them ready to deploy and then not deploy, all of that to get a leaker of leaking something that everybody already knew that was being planned to happen. So, I mean, I don't know if that is true or not, but I hope it's not that, because that would be ridiculous, right?
Yeah, it would be pretty ridiculous. Thank you very much, Nollybug, for the super chat. And our next one is from Leon's Tof, which means, by the way, Farsi word of the day, Tof means spit in Farsi. Leon's Tof says, let's start and finish strong. Yeah, let's do it. I think we are going to. I think at the end of the day, we will be. I'm going to give you guys some news here. Israel is, I think this was until maybe just a couple hours ago, conducting airstrikes on several towns in southern Lebanon. So these would be Hezbollah terrorists that they're trying to eliminate. Yeah, so cities of Tyre and Burj al-Shamali. Okay. Thank you, Leon Stoff. And thank you, David USA, for 3 super stickers back to back. Maybe that's how I won.
Wow.
The super chat counter.
David.
It might be.
Curse you, David. Why? What did I do to you?
Thank you very much.
Why would you do this to me?
Really appreciate that. That's how we win. Bill Kennedy, thank you for the jewels. And
that's
Todd
cheating,
Rathner.
by the way. Those are not real super chats. That's cheating.
I don't know. The counter says 10.
Okay.
Todd Rathner with our super chat saying, I got to support my man Armin. Props to Ali, though.
Yes. Sure.
Fair enough.
Props to Ali, but support for Armin. Thank you, Todd.
You know,
my man.
I'll let it slide today.
Okay.
Thank you, Todd. Appreciate that. And Nail Bunny says, Armin, I don't think you answered Casey's question. Oh, I think, but then, yeah, Casey himself also put that message. So,
yeah, but she's right. I still haven't answered. I don't know. I don't know if they put a woman's face on it so he could have his way with the horse or donkey. I don't know. Maybe. It depends. Was it a face of a woman or an underage girl? Depends on that.
Jeez.
Because it's Muhammad.
Thank you, Nail Bunny, for the super chat. Our next one is from Shauna saying, Prince Ali, fabulous he, Ali Ababa. Show respect, boy, show respect, genuflect. Down on one knee.
Okay, we're gonna get copyrighted.
Wait, was it boy? Show respect, boy, genuflect. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I used to sing that. Yeah, I'll tell you guys that story later. I had to sing that once in a certain setting. But thank you, Shauna, for the super chat. Appreciate you very much. And
Thank you.
David with another super sticker. I think that's the
Wow.
reason. I'm not gonna lie.
This is, guys, see how they're winning this the super chat race with just cheating. They're just cheating. This is how
It's a
they
good song.
play.
This is how we play. That's how my supporters are. They're crafty. And our next super chat is from Saber Coaching saying, "Take him down." JK, love you, Armin. Haha.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Look, this is someone who supported you since 2014, by the way.
Wait, it was on your side?
Yeah.
Wait. No.
Saber
kidding
Coaching
me?
has followed you for 12 years. And he's coming to my side to make you lose in a super chat race.
No, wait. He was on my side, no? Oh, wait, no, that was on your side. He came out later on my side. But why?
Oh, yeah.
Brutus.
Thank you. Thank you, Saber Coaching. And our next one is from Jagatai saying, "Armin will praise Pezeshkian today, inshallah." Lol. I'll get that. I'll get that soon. Thank you, Jagatai. And David with another super sticker. Thank you very much. Appreciate that very much. And Joanne with the super chat saying, "Love you guys."
No,
Hey,
you don't.
There was no
Ali
buts.
on the other side. You were helping, but you were helping Ali instead of me. There you go. That's
pretty good.
Yeah.
And our next super chat, thank you, Joanne. And our next one is from Carrie Meadows saying, "Let's go, Ali." Hey.
Wow.
I appreciate
Carrie,
you guys more than you know.
Notes. Carrie, you're on my naughty list.
Oh, it's great. It's great. It's great. Thank you so much, Carrie. And Jennifer Smith for the super sticker as well. Thank you very much. Our next super chat is from Newsbren saying, "Trump won't attack, too much to lose, and no change of regime is possible, only in the future. From inside Iran, the people can change the regime, or it will be another North Korea." No, false. Absolutely false. Not believing that. Who also said, "We are all trying to find solutions for an unsolvable problem. Many bad things the regime can do to the region and the world, both militarily and economic. Forget Trump." Well, according to you, we should just surrender and walk away.
The solution is to arm the Iranian people. Have you
There is a
considered
very
that?
clear solution.
Yeah. Arm the Iranian people, vet them, train them, arm them under the leadership of Princess of Pahlavi and his team. That's the solution.
Correct.
Do that.
And thank you for the super chats. Zip Gunnel with a super chat saying, "Armin for the win." Oh,
yes. Thank you, Zip Gunnel. Tomorrow.
It's fine. Thank you, Zip Gunnel. I'll let it slide today.
Thank you.
And our next one is from Neela saying, "We are in it with you, Armin. We got you."
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nyla.
Nyla.
Most beautiful name ever.
Thank you, Nyla, for the super chat. Feinstrass saying, "Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad."
I don't even have to make you lose the super chat race to thank you say that. Thank you for that super chat. Our next one is from Deborah, who found out that Target is selling your plush cow. Says, "We still love you, Armin. Don't sweat it."
Well, thank you. Still.
Does it insinuate that you may not have? Yeah.
What happened? What happened?
I like that one.
Okay. Well,
thank you, Deborah.
Deborah, still thank you. Still okay, but okay.
Our next one is from Warfieldish saying, "I renounce Ali the heretic."
Yes. Where was this?
Obviously, he means the Imam in Islam, and he doesn't mean me. I absolutely agree. I renounce him as well. There we go. Thank you, Warfieldish. Really appreciate that. I'm going to use my name to my advantage. And our next one is from Arazu saying, "Armin Army, Bipish."
Yes. پیش آرزو.
It's fine. Thank you, Arzu. Hope you're feeling better as well. And KB Anti-Commie says, Moroccans invaded Spain? It's the Jews.
The Jews.
Yeah,
It's the
we all know that one.
Yes.
Of course.
Of course. Who else?
It couldn't have been anyone else. And then, Armin, the fact that they broadcasted that around the world, that was also the Jews. They control the media too, obviously. Guys, is there anything that the Jews are not good at? Thank you, KB. Appreciate that. And our next one is from Naila, saying Ali's side is Gondaguzi. Haha.
Yes. Oh,
I don't think so.
Ali's
I don't think
chat
so.
is Gondaguz.
Nope.
Gondaguz منطقه. Yes.
Nope. Thank you, Naila,
Yes.
for the super chat.
Yes,
And-
Ali's chat is منطقه گندگوزی. There you go.
No. Well, you know what, guys? You hear that? Guys, do you hear that? I mean, that's a crazy thing to say, to my supporters there. Guys, what can I say? If you're in Armin's chat, just take the opportunity right now to leave. Come over on this side.
Wow.
And our next
wow.
super chat is from Instant Barbecue, saying it's a coat. It's not a goat, it's a coat.
No, you don't make it coat.
That's a sinister turn.
Don't make a coat out of my goat.
Instant Barbecue, thank you for that super chat. And our next one is from Arazu, saying, damn,
Go.
wrong page. Armin's.
Oh, she gave it the super chat supporting me on your super chat. Oh no.
Yes.
Friendly fire.
Thank you,
Friendly
Arzu.
fire. It's okay.
Heck
Friendly
yeah.
fire. It happens. It happens.
Thank you very much.
Collateral damage.
She corrected
Thank
it. It's
you.
1-1. And our next super chat is from Fizz Endrasist, saying, can't believe I missed the super chat race. Hey, we won. We did it.
Wow.
Don't worry. Thank you so much, though, Fizz.
Fizz says you need to help me next time, okay? Because he already won without you, so I need some help next time. He already won
no.
without you. Come back to my side. I need some support.
Oh, no.
Like when he won, I was at 3, so I have no chance next time if we keep doing this.
It's true. And our next one, actually, I highlighted this comment because I wanted to take a quick second. So Sigmund Silber says, another useless broadcast by Ali and Armin. You know what's funny, Armin? So this person actually comments this on most of my videos, but they watch the entire video. So they watch all my videos, and then they comment at the end, another useless broadcast, or Ali and Armin are stupid, or this and that. And I'm just like,
wow.
I'm not holding you hostage here. You could just simply not watch the video, but hey.
It's actually fair. Some people, the way YouTube works is that some content here is useful for some people who watch it, and some content are not useful for other people who don't watch it. They go watch content that is useful to them. So it's fine if the content of some content creators are not useful to you, but it's retarded if you sit and watch content that you yourself find not useful to you. Usually people just go find content that they find useful and they watch that. So I don't know what's wrong with you. Why do you keep coming back? Just go find stuff that you like.
And Mir Schreiber says, I'm sorry. I'll always automatically take Armin's side over Ali.
Yes!
Obviously because of your names.
Oh.
Well, I can't control that, okay? I can't. My parents named me that. I can't control it.
Okay. I was going to say something mean, but your parents might be watching. Love to Ali's parents, okay? Yes, nice.
Thank you.
I could be mean, but I'm not gonna be mean. Ali's guys. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna break character right now over the competition. I'm actually proud of Iran having the highest number of Ali apostates, Muhammad apostates, Hassan apostates, and Hussein apostates. I'm proud of that. we have the highest number of anti-Islamic Alis, Husseins, and Muhammads in the world. So that's something that we could brag about.
Yep.
But that was me breaking character. But going back, yes, take that, Ali. Thank you, Mir.
Dang it! I should have chosen a better name.
That serves him right. Yes.
Thank you, Mir.
Yes.
And our next one is from Saber Coaching, saying he beat Ghalibaf. Maybe Jalili is flexing via media. Oh, that was Rouhani. Rouhani brought the reporters in, and he said, "Yeah, I'm meeting with my team. We're discussing the situation of the country." Jalili is like, he doesn't wear a turban. He has like glasses, and he's like all white hair and everything. Thank you, Raham, my dear supporter. Thank you. Been following me for all of this. Actually, 3 months now exactly that I've started YouTube. Really appreciate you. Even though you're following Armin for 12 years, I'm really glad to have you on my chat. Anyway.
No, you know what? He's actually still following me because my path right now is in supporting you. So by supporting you, he's still following my directions. Okay. He's basically following my mission. There you go. Even people who supporting you, they're supporting me because this is what I'm doing now.
True.
No, I'm just kidding.
And our next super chat is from Omid Salute.
I'm going to take credit for all. I'm going to take credit for everything.
You should.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, you should. And our next super chat is from Omid Salute saying they're all waiting to sell their butt to America. Ooh, selling their butts. It's quite a profitable business in the Islamic Republic. Yeah, Rouhani is waiting to see is Mossad, is the CIA going to reach out to him and be like, yo, apparently like Patrick Bay David be like, yo, do you want to just lead Iran? Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you, Omid, for the super chat. And our next one is from Miss Hypnotic saying, Pezeshkian said he can't find the logic behind us taking out their leader, commanders, or scientists because some of them don't even have houses. Oh, yeah. Who knows where they live?
The poor people.
These poor commanders, poor evil nuclear scientists.
Yeah, guys, like in the Islamic Republic, people being poor is a virtue. They're like, look how good these people are. They're poor, so they must be good. I kid you not. Wow. One of the evidences of the pro-regime Iranians that Ali Khamenei is a great person is because he eats simple food. Like, oh my God, he's eating bread. He's the best person in the world. Look at him. He's eating bread.
Wow. Again, they'll show up in public ceremonies wearing super humble clothes and on the back of a motorcycle. And then in private, these guys have billions. They're living it up. They go to parties, etc. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Thank you, Miss Hypnotic, for the super chat.
Thank you.
And our next one is from Alibaf Profile Pic saying, if I'm first, the cow gets it.
What?
He's first on both of our lists to take him out. Oh, well, if you're dead, I mean, if you're eliminated,
how are you gonna do that? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, this is the only version of Ghalibaf I like. Now both of the Ghalibafs are my enemy. I don't know which Ghalibaf is worse now.
The threats.
I thought I could trust this American Ghalibaf. No.
But hey, I like that. That
I just got very personal, by the way.
That might incentivize us to take you out. I don't know. Thank you, Alibaf.
We don't negotiate with terrorists. You figured you threaten us and we back down? Unlike some people, we don't negotiate with terrorists.
And our next one is from Arash Amiri saying, my list is Ghalibaf, Vahidi, Rouhani, Ejei, and Radan. Okay. At least Ghalibaf is the first on everyone's list.
Yes.
We like that. Thank you very much, Arash. And our next one is from Nail Bunny with the 5 Liberty Politics memberships. Thank you very much.
Yes. Continuous support. Thank you, Nail Bunny. Never gives up on me.
And our next one is from Jimmy the Jinn saying, Armin, Tusi mentioned you and Arm Us.
Yes.
Today. Oh yeah, do you have that clip?
Yes,
by the way?
he did. I didn't believe. Somebody's telling me like, no. I was like, no, he didn't. I was like, no, he didn't. Like, does he even remember I exist? And apparently he did. I was like, Tusi mentioned me. Like, why would he do that? Like, am I even on his radar? And then apparently, yes. Thank you.
All right, let's see it.
Here. Okay. I couldn't believe this.
And the reason
and thank you, Saber Coaching, for sending me the link to it.
Increasing. More people are sending out videos from
Hold on. There we go.
the movement in Iran to make it a public marketing sort of campaign to basically get the world to hear the people's voices is increasing. More people are sending out videos from inside Iran with the sign "Arm us," arm the Iranian people. And the reason for that, even though some weapons are going in slowly, it's going to take some time because you have to trust the people you're giving the weapons to. The vast majority of the Iranians are still not armed. But you can tell, this is thanks to Armin, by the way, posted this because he's receiving the videos directly. He mentioned a good point. Somebody in Iran is coordinating this campaign. They are printing these signs. There are people from across the country with the same sign, same font, same everything. Let me show you on the video actually quickly. Not this one. This. So this is the same printout that we're getting in different parts of Iran. You can see that the campaign is fully coordinated to ensure that it's uniform and eventually more people see it. It's about influencing the media narrative in the West. This is not really a message to the White House.
Nice.
It sounds like it's a message to the White House, but the White House already got the message. It's a message to CNN and the BBC that don't be surprised if one day the Americans gave us all the weapons because we asked for it. We want it. You need to be our voice because right now, the international media are just too busy criticizing President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu and the Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi. That's all they're doing. They're not even trying to be genuine journalists, to be the voice of the people in Iran.
Okay, guys, first of all, thank you so much to
great job by Tusi TV.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Guys, this is the video he's talking about. These are the videos people send me directly from inside Iran to post. I'll post the link in the chat. Guys, you guys also helped out with this. I'm going to tell you something about Tusi. But before I do that, I'll put the link in the chat. So you guys, please go share it. You guys actually helped this happen because I asked you guys to share this post, this video, and then you guys did. So that's why he saw it. So thank you to everybody who went and shared it. Again, I'll share it again in the chat. Please keep sharing it because, guys, our job is very easy. My job was actually very easy. All I had to do was to edit the video and post it and put a caption there. You know, you if you guys decide to share this, your job is easy as well. You just go there and hit repost. The people who sent this to us, they did the difficult job. They did something that was extremely risky. This video that this person made and sent me to post to share with you guys, this carries that the risk for this is death. This is a crime according to the Islamic Republic, and the punishment for this is hangings. And these people know that it's a slow death. It's a slow, painful death. And these people did this knowing that this is a risk that they're taking. So the least we could do is share these videos. So again, one more time, I'll post it in the chat. So please consider sharing it. Also, one thing about Tusi, I want to say, is that Tusi he didn't even have to mention me or anything, but he did it anyways. And he did that knowing that I disagree with him sometimes. Right? I mean, I didn't know if he even knows me or remembers me, like if I'm like I don't know, like sometimes because he's so big, right? Like so I didn't even know that he remembers me. But if he remembers me, he probably also remembers that sometimes I publicly disagree with his points, but he doesn't care. Obviously, he doesn't care because we're fighting the same fight, and he's not one of those people who thinks that just a slight disagreement here and there he still sees me. Apparently, he still sees me as an ally and gives me credit and sees me as a friend, hopefully. I mean, I don't know, but hopefully, because I see him as a so sometimes people, when they point out something that maybe we have some slight disagreements over, somebody asked me one time that, Armin, so what do you think about Mahir, given that you disagree with this thing over there? I remember mentioning that he is one of the most important voices in our fight, one of the most successful people in amplifying the voices of the Iranian people, and he's one of our greatest fighters, the most successful fighters for not just for the Iranian people, but for liberty against the forces of tyranny worldwide. Right. So I hope people, and again, I can't tell you how much it means that I see that somebody who might know that I have disagreements with him, in slight disagreements with him, he doesn't care. He still sees us on the same side of this fight, which I love that. I love that about him. I love what he does for our movement. I love what he does for the Iranian people. I love what he does for Princess of Pahlavi, but I also love what he does against the forces of evil of Islam and communism and woke right and the woke left. So yeah, thank you, Mahir. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you to CTV.
Thank you.
That ensured that a lot of people got that message. It's very important. And he's been saying stuff like that for a long time. Someone who I follow as well.
I'm editing the next video of the Armas videos, so it's hard. Like I'm having a hard time finishing them because of all the live streaming I do, but I'll have the next one ready soon. So if you follow me on X, at Armin Navabi, you will see the next one coming out pretty soon.
Sweet.
Yes.
And we will continue on. Thank you, Jimmy the Jinn, for reminding us. Our next super chat is from Steve Dixon saying, best/easiest anti-communist version. Cheng va Mansui.
Cheng va Mansui. No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
I couldn't read it. Yeah, I'm reading it based on the Persian version. So Cheng va Mansui.
Interesting. Thank you,
wait,
Steve Dixon.
What is this? Is this in support of Taiwan?
Anti-communist version of maybe Taiwan, I think. Let me. Cheng va Mansui. What does that mean?
I mean, why are you even checking? We have Nail Bunny. She could tell us what it means. Nail Bunny knows.
I can't find anything.
Yes, it's okay.
Okay, thank you so much,
here.
Steve Dixon, for the super chat. Oh,
I will just give it to my. I have a super chat decoder.
Oh, the first word is China. Okay, that's what Nail Bunny knows. So it is something against China. Okay. That does seem a lot harder to say though than Taiwan. Jiao.
Okay,
but thank you so much, Steve.
Long live China. It means long live China. Long live the Republic of China. Written in traditional Chinese. Maybe this is China as in Taiwan, because Taiwan considers itself to be China.
Or maybe he's getting a laugh and I don't know.
Which China? Taiwan as China or the other China? Yes, aka mainland Taiwan. So this China is not China. This China is Taiwan.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Thank you so much, Steve Dixon. Appreciate you as always. And our next one is from Veronica Redeemed, saying این نامه را برات از خاک کو wait, is that a bad word? خاک کوچه های سرد با just read it. I'm reading it way too slow.
No, it's okay. You're doing good. Okay, yeah.
سرد با خون سرخ. Oh, it's another poetic, like I'm bringing this letter to you from the soil of this, from the streets that are dyed red with the blood of.
All right. این نامه را برایت از خاک کوچه های سرد با خون سرخ نوشتم تا رویت خنده ها از دار چون روز دیگر آید و روحم جان سبزه هاست خورشید جاودان آزادی نور آسمان ما. So this is a letter I wrote for you. No, so I brought this letter for you from the dust in our alleys, from the cold dust in our alleys with our red blood. And I wrote it with our red blood. So that we could have laughter. So that we could have laughter again in another day. And then we could have green, so that our spirit could flee in the greenery of the land, and with the eternal sun will be the freedom, the eternal sun of freedom will lighten up our sky. I don't know. I know it's poetry, and I think I probably translated it as good as I much as
yeah,
best as I could.
That was as good as it can get. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but how did I do? I think I did kind of okay when it comes to translating poetry. Is hard. I think I did.
It's very hard.
But
it's hard to capture the essence of it.
Here, I could do the. Here's the AI translation of it. I wrote this letter to you from the cold soil of the alleyways with my own red blood, so that laughter may grow from the gallows. Oh, yeah, dar. Okay, so that the laughter. So basically, we have the gallows where they're hanging people, but instead of that, we will have laughter, right? So let me read it again from the beginning. I wrote this letter to you from the cold soil of the alleyways with my own red blood, so that laughter may grow from the gallows, because another day will come. My soul is alive with the greens. The eternal sun of freedom is the light of our sky. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you for sending that to us, Veronica.
Thank you.
Appreciate that very much. Very sad.
Yeah, and that was beautiful. Thank you.
That was beautiful. And our next super chat is from Nail Bunny, saying, Armin, does the cow run as in the video I sent you? The cow? The cow run as in the video I sent you?
Oh, what video? Oh, did you send me a video? Okay, let me see.
Of a cow running, apparently.
Oh my God, what the hell is this? Can I show this? Okay. Okay, I cannot show this for a reason.
Okay.
Okay, it's a cow running. No, it doesn't run like that. Okay, that's actually cute. It's an Amazon link. Thank you, Nelvani. No, it doesn't run. But you know what? I can make it run like the video here. There's a cow that looks like this on Amazon, and it just like automatically runs. Here, there you go. I did it. This is what the video looks like. There you go.
Thank you for that.
Also, by the way, guys, I do not. I know that this goat does not move. Like, he sits here all the time and doesn't move. But I promise you, there's no zappers on him. I'm not zapping him. I don't know why he doesn't move. Okay, but there, look at this. There's no zappers. I have nothing here to zap him, to make him stay in the corner. You can see there's nothing here, nothing here. Okay, nothing. Okay.
Gotcha. Thank you, Nail Bunny, for the super chat.
Thank you.
And oh, look at this username. Armin the People says, we need Armin's personal channel AI content back. Oh, wow. Some deep lore.
You know what? One day.
Yeah. Armin has 0 time at the moment.
Yes, but that is where I really would love to do that, and I will do that. I will bring it back. And thank you, by the way, Armin the People. Great username.
Great username. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
Our next one is from Ghalibov Profile Pic saying, Armin, do you think it's a 5D move leaking the Kurds got the weapons? You know what it did do? Whether it was 5D or not, what it did do is force the IRGC to spend a lot of drones and missiles and troops on the Kurds, on the Kurdish separatists.
I mean, what it also did is that from now on, we could forever tell people why they shouldn't be trusting the separatist groups, because we have been saying this for years, and now we have absolute proof.
Yeah. 2 things you can't necessarily buy with the value of just those weapons. Thank you very much, Ghalibov Profile Picture. Good point.
Thank you.
And L with the super sticker, thank you very much.
Thank you.
David USA saying, oh, who helped me win the super chat race, says, I like and follow you both. Ali just had to win today, lol.
Okay, so by the same reasoning, then I have to win tomorrow, right? No?
It's 3-2. Let's get ahead to 4-2, and then we're chilling. Thank you, David.
Wow.
And Deathless, yet again, with another humongous support. Thank you so much for the 20 memberships for my channel. That's huge.
Thank you.
Deathless, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Been doing that every day. That's huge.
Every day, yes.
Yeah. That's amazing. Very much appreciated. Hope you're having a great day.
Yes.
That's so great. And our next super chat is from Hezi, who says, going with the winning side today. Oh.
Just rubbing it in, aren't we? Just rubbing it in. Okay.
Guys, maybe if whoever takes the lead, maybe that determines who wins. Yeah, people want to be part of the winning team, right, guys? Right, Hezi? Thank you. And our next super chat is from Omid Salute, saying, another useless broadcast, Armand. So are you streaming again tomorrow?
Yeah. Every day,
all day.
Oh my God, yes.
We put thank you, Deathless, in the chat there. Also, guys, thank you, Deathless, thank you, Sarah Ocean, thank you, Fizz Industries, thank you, Fleshy Interloper, thank you, all of you guys who make these daily super chats to me. It's very much appreciated.
Also, thank you to the people who like the streams, guys. You guys are helping a lot as well. You know, liking the stream doesn't cost anything and is a huge help. So thank you to everybody who's liking as well.
Thank you very much. We're going to show you guys some clips from Donald Trump. He did, in fact, say one interesting thing in his entire broadcast, and we'll show you guys right after we finish the next few super chats here. Thank you, Omid. Our next one is from Saber Coaching, saying Armin is much more humble on the group calls. I think Armin is humble to a fault, to be honest with you.
I'm not humble. I just give other people the credit that they deserve as well.
Well, you
Right?
also
So
downplay your own credit.
I think I'm just being realistic. But okay. But I'm not humble. I mean I accept when I do something good. I just want to make sure that I don't distract from other people doing more when I do that.
Oh yeah? Okay. What if I said you've been doing something good and great every single day for 10 hours straight?
I accept that.
Every day.
I accept that.
Okay. Well, you're just saying that right
that.
now. God, oh my God.
No, I accept. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't think it was helpful. I just want to make sure that we acknowledge that even if we're doing something good, the people who are at the front lines, risking their lives to do what we're doing, I just want to make sure I'm not taking away anything away from that. Like, oh, look at us, we're doing so great. Meanwhile, we're like safe, in air-conditioned room. I have like my tea inside and right next to me. I have I don't know. It's just, so just
Sure.
wanted yes, yeah. I take credit. I just want to make sure that other people get more credit. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ram. And our next super chat or super sticker is from Maxa. Thank you very much for that. Cool little neon light in the back. Maybe you should get that. See that little scale? Cool little neon light.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Maxa, for the super sticker. And Veronica Redeemed, who gave us the poem earlier, says, Iranians I met at
church.
Iranians I met at church rally coming to get meat. What? Okay. Well, maybe
wait.
Veronica met some Iranians at church and then invited them over for dinner. I'm going to go with that one instead of anything else. Thank you, Veronica.
No, wait. I'll decode it with AI.
No.
So,
there's one other thing it could possibly mean.
Okay, here. The user is sharing a friendly update that the Iranian people they met at the rally in Christchurch. Okay. Christchurch, New Zealand are coming over to pick up or share some meat. Okay.
Anyway. And Maxa, who gave us a super chat asking us a question, stop. Saying, could you guys go into details about the reports of the rich kids of mullahs who are running online gambling empires? Not sure if you've seen the reports. Is this actually true? I haven't specifically seen the reports, but I would not doubt it for a second if you said that. Not only do they have online gambling empires, they have real estate empires, they have casinos, they have clubs, restaurants, bars all across the world. They have so much money, they do whatever they want. They have tattoos all over everything. And yeah, these are the rich kids whose fathers dress up in robes.
Yeah, so I'll read this to you. There are reports that confirm that children of elite inside Iranian regime and people run illegal online gambling operations. They known as Aghazades. These individuals leverage family political ties to access domestic banking gateways. Operations are frequently headquartered in Turkey, Southern Europe, and countries along the Persian Gulf, especially like UAE, for example. Well, so here's the thing: these gambling empires are not just for making money off of gambling; they're also money laundering operations.
Yeah, so are there restaurants and bars and clubs and all of that. For example, you renovate the whole restaurant, charge the company, the company charges you $1 million and the real cost was 200,000. So you launder the rest of the 800K. Stuff like that happens all the time.
Steve is saying, did we really need AI for that? I mean, yeah, I want to know, for example, the fact that this is happening, I already knew that, right? So, but I didn't know that I knew UAE and Turkey, for example, they're frequently headquartered in Turkey and UAE. I knew that. I didn't know Southern Europe, so I learned something for the Southern Europe part. So at least I got one information that, like Aghazadeh, them being called Aghazadeh, I knew that. But I learned at least one new information that I didn't know. I didn't know Southern Europe was also a big part of their operations.
Yeah, thank you for that great question, Maxa.
Yeah, thank you.
Just 100% true. 100% true.
Also, I added something to it, which I added the part where I said that they use it for money laundering, not just for making money off of gambling. I added to that. It didn't tell me that, but I added something to what I read because I knew that.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And Qalibov profile picture saying, "Well done, Armin."
Thank you. I like you again, Qalibov. Even though you threatened my code. Yes.
It's true. And Qalibov profile picture isn't the only one saying that, which thank you for the super chat. Our next one is from Nail Bunny saying, "Armin, your drink is a gin and tonic in Tusi's pub. Or water."
Or ginger tea. Is gin and tonic, does it have anything? What is in gin and tonic? Okay, you know what? Don't tell this to Tusi. He's going to hate me. He's going to think I'm such a boring person if he realizes that I don't drink alcohol. Okay. I will drink. You know what? I will, Ali. For Tusi, I will drink gin and tonic one time at his bar. Okay.
Wow.
Just
I gotta
for
be there.
Tusi. Yes.
Thank you, Nail Bunny, for the super chat. And Nyla says, "Armin, now we need cardboard Tusi in our life."
Yes. You know what? I'm not going to show that because Tusi didn't like that. He was upset. He thought I planned that, and I did not plan that at all. So, because the song is so mean against them, and he thinks, like, guys, this is how great Tusi is. He actually thinks that I'm responsible for that video, and that video is so aggressive in the way he talks about Tusi, and I had nothing to do with making that video. So
who made that video?
So he must think, huh?
Who made that video?
Tusi. The channel, like, it was completely made, like organically was made. So wow, now that I think about it, because he thought I came up with the lyrics, and the lyrics is written in a way that makes it seem like I have like a beef with him or something. Like I kind of like hate him or something. Like he goes into like, I mean, when I was listening to the lyrics, I'm like, what the fuck? Like this guy, what? Like, I mean, I like the video is very fun, but it's just like so harsh. Like, okay. And then so if he thinks I came up with the lyrics of that video and he still gave me a shout out, then, like, you know, amazing.
Gotcha.
Love that guy.
Okay,
Yes.
I see. People in the chat are saying, okay, I get it. Thank you, Nyla, for the super chat. Our next one is from Michelle. Says, "I'm from Texas. That is definitely a cow. I let it slide because I have a crush on Armin." Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay. Well, in response to that, I have to say that is definitely a goat. How dare you? But I sorry. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you, Michelle, for the super chat.
Thank you, Michelle.
Our next one is from Sarah Ocean saying, "Armin, you are so lovely. Stop denying it, FFS."
Now, you know,
There we go.
I'm not going to deny that. Why would I deny that? Well, thank you, Sarah.
There we go. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
So true.
Thank
you. Ending it off with a Jew hater super chat from Jew hater himself saying, "Here's an environmental fee for watching your cope." Okay. Well, thank you for the environmental
You know
fee.
what that super chat is? That super chat is the ultimate cope.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's pretty bad.
Yes.
Okay, guys, I have a clip from Donald Trump who has said something a bit different. So a bit different than usual. So let's see what he says. 13 seconds. I think this is important. Pay attention to this.
Dropping and we may have to send it up again.
He's talking about oil prices here. Listen.
It's dropping, and we may have to send it up again. We may have to, you know what happens when we send it up, but we hope we don't have to. But when that oil and gasoline go down, everything else follows. It's dropping.
We might have to send it back up again. We might have to send oil prices back up to get up again, and you know what happens when we send it up again. Okay. That's, a little unusual. He doesn't say that actually ever, because that's a pretty dangerous statement to make in an oil market. That on itself might jack up prices. But he did say that, so that was the only thing I managed to get from his, I think, 2-hour speech remarks. Good sign? Perhaps a good sign. Yeah, the audio was super low. I don't know why the White House releases videos like that, but anyway, he did say we might have to raise oil prices again, which means war. I pumped up the volume all the way. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Here is the strategic outlook. Everything's still in place. You're bringing in even more equipment. All the jets and fighter planes and refueling tankers are in the Middle East. They're ready to go. Brad Cooper has a plan. We know he has a plan. He stated he has a plan to go after extended targets in the Islamic Republic. We know how hard it is for the Islamic Republic to prop themselves up and get everyone on the same page and keep united. So we know just how devastating these strikes will be to them. The question is Saudi Arabia going to get off of its butt? Is its leadership going to start moving and doing things? Because that's the roadblock at the moment. And I think until Saudi Arabia changes, we're stuck in this loop. In regards of negotiations, Donald Trump is very close to losing his patience completely. He did say multiple times that if they back out of this negotiation, we're hitting them very hard. From what we hear from both inside the Islamic Republic and American officials, no deal is close, even though Oman and Pakistan and Qatar say it's close. It's not close.
Yes. So, guys, a reminder that whatever happens, focus on the things that you could do, not the things that are beyond your control. Right? And what we could do is we could support the United States, support Israel, support the Iranian people, support all of them by pushing for arming the Iranian people, for fighting anti-Israeli narratives online, for continuing to push back against forces of tyranny and fighting for liberty and correctly identifying the forces of tyranny, which is Islam, communism, the woke right, and the woke left, and continuing to support all the forces for liberty, which is the United States, Israel, the Iranian people, Ukraine, Taiwan, and supporting patriots wherever they are, of all nations, supporting patriots of all nations. So these are the things that we could do, and it doesn't change regardless of what President Trump does, regardless of what Netanyahu does, regardless of what any politician does. This does not change. Refocus your question from what other people are doing to what am I doing? The only reason why we check what other people are doing is so that we could adjust and recognize what is the best thing we could be doing accordingly. We're not analyzing what other people are doing so that we could change what they're doing, because there's many things that we don't have full control over. We only have full control over our actions, and the analysis of what other people are doing is so that we could recognize the conditions that we're in, so we could better decide what is the most important thing that we could be doing. So focus on what I am doing, like each one of you ask her, instead of constantly just asking why this person did this, why that person did that. They shouldn't have done this, they should have done that. Are you asking that question about yourself as much as you're asking that about other people? And it doesn't matter if we get what we want in 2 days, in 5 days, in 5 months, 5 years, 10 years. You keep fighting. Okay, because it's about who you want to be. Are you a fighter? Are you going to keep fighting against evil, or are you going to quit? Because whether you achieve everything you want or not, if you continue to fight, at least you know one thing, that you are the person that you want to be. You are the person that you want to be. You focus on that. Regardless of the results, at least you could say that I did what I was supposed to do. And if you have that attitude, that actually does produce the best results.
Well said. Oh, we have another one from Jew haters saying, I'm sure Bibi will attack soon. No way he leaves a collapsing regime to survive, right? The AD, Navy, and military is demolished. It will be an easy task. Looks like we turned them.
I mean, historically, Jew hater, historically, Israel did not stop until its enemies were dead. So if history is anything to go by, yep.
Yep. You should be concerned. History tends to repeat itself in similar ways.
And here's what you don't realize. Israel has patience. Israel, it might take them long. It might take them a long time, but they eventually eliminate all threats against them. Yeah. People are too quick to judge, but sometimes some enemies take longer than others. But Israel will eventually finish the job, and so will the Iranian people. The Iranian people also, sometimes it takes hundreds of years. Again, Iranian people have always overcome their enemies, the enemies of Iran. And sometimes it takes even longer, but Iran always wins over its enemies.
Not the first time we've been invaded and held hostage by Arabs.
Well, Islam,
yes, true. Better way of putting it. And with that,
yes. So wait, let me remember this. Taiwan GIO. Okay. All right, guys. We'll see you guys same time tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification. And thank you to everybody who has been liking these streams. Your likes do make a huge difference. So thank you for that. And until same time tomorrow, I'm Israel Chai. Slava Ukrainian. Cuba Libre. Taiwan GIO. Long live America. Javid Shah. Payende Iran.